Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisco Gaming, and today I've got 9 bangers for you. Amazing tips and tricks for Season 2 in Civilization Eras and Allies, and I would know because we just finished up the season. It's been really hype, and there are some very different things that you can take advantage of in this new season. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you haven't already downloaded Civilization Eras and Allies, you can use the link in the description to download, and a big thank you to the makers of the game for sponsoring this video. I am having a lot of fun playing, and here's my best 9 tips and tricks, starting with like an absolute banger in Season 2. Are you ready for this? There's a thing called a general skill card. Now, general skill cards are used to unlock skills from any hero in the game up to your current season. And you can use this to gain access to a hero's skills even before they can be recruited. Hello? For example, Trajan and Tejo were introduced in the summer event series during Season 2, but were not recruitable at the start of Season 2. But you could use, at least at the time of this recording, your general skill card to unlock these new heroes retire skill right at the start of Season 2, even though technically they weren't recruitable yet. So if there's a skill you really want, you can use this tactic to get it right at the start of the season and get an advantage. Don't waste these on things that you could get normally or obtain for premium recruits. Save them for your difficult to obtain heroes, such as the Peerless heroes, the Limited heroes, and the new season heroes. And the really crazy thing, are you ready for the level up? Is that at least at the time of this recording, for the first 7 days of a new season, you can convert skills back to heroes. So in the case of a general skill card, it turns from a skill back into a general skill card. Basically, every season, what I'm suggesting that you can do here is that you use it in Season 1, you get a relevant skill, convert it back to a general skill card at the start of the new season, and then pick something from S2, and then convert that back to a general skill card and get something at the start of S3. Like, if that works into infinity, or into perpetuity, that's crazy. All right. Now, the next couple tips are going to be technology or insight related. This one is also a banger. I'm going to call it Sphinx stacking. There's a wonder that you can get. It's the, I guess I should show you the wonder first. It's the pyramids. All right. Now, if you get this wonder, there's something really cool you can do with the Sphinxes that you can drop down that give you the insight boost. You build 3 Sphinxes near ruins to get a 50% yield on the insight. But you can put more than 1 Sphinx onto a ruin, and you can have more than 1 ruin next to a Sphinx. You see where this is going? I'll show you where this is going. Oh boy. So we go to my ruins. Let's go over here to some of my level 8s. All right, there it is. There it is, baby. 3 Sphinxes next to 3 ruins. So this ruins is 150% boosted. Okay? This ruins is 100% boosted. And this ruins is 100% boosted. Pretty legit, right? Now, unfortunately, this is, I realize, a little bit less clear to show you right now because I just switched alliances. We're doing a merger at the end of the season to reward people from multiple alliances because we got plans for future seasons. Anyways, you can't see the percent-based boost on here, but you'll just have to take my word for it. I should have recorded this yesterday before I switched alliances, but whatever. The bonuses are real. You'll do it. You get the crazy buffs. It's absolutely insane to triple the insight value from 3 Sphinxes sitting on the same one instead of just 1. So stack your ruins, stack your Sphinxes. Even lower level ruins when boosted like this are absolutely out of control. And then if you lose your pyramids, which I don't have the benefit of right now as an example, well, maybe other ruins would be better for me at this point. Anyways, let's talk about the next big insight here, which is a major jump and punch. It's a free modern unit unlock. And like, maybe I'm just a bozo, okay? But if you go to tech, we open the tech tree, and you get a look here at the modern era. I mentioned in my top 10 mistakes video that it's a mistake to fight into modern era units with industrial era units. But the thing is that unlocking units still requires you to sacrifice gold heroes. Except For these three researches, advanced armor, modern tactics, and advanced barrel, you actually get a free modern unit with it. You don't actually have any unlock requirement associated with it. So you research that technology and you instantly get the modern unit. So if you're low on gold heroes to use to unlock units, great news for you. Like, research this tech, make it a priority, and you get your free modern unit immediately without consuming your gold heroes. Seems pretty good to me, right? Up next, tips related to the governor system. The governor system is new in season 2. I made a dedicated video all about this. Here's the governor system right over here. Bunch of buffs that you can get. This tip number 4 in the list here is related to the trade governorship. So if you're subscribed to the channel, you already know that I made a video talking about how you can go and you can farm up skill manuscripts using the trade governorship. All right. These are hard to farm in any season, but by joining a trade governor, you can farm these manuscripts much faster through trading. You get 20 manuscripts per trade at the commercial hub from within the administrative region. This is ideal for a slow season with little fighting or at the end of the season. Honestly, it's kind of an easy W, providing a permanent upgrade to your account. Again, we covered this governor system more in depth in another video, and I'll have a card at the end screen if you want to go check that out. The next thing, again, governor system related, is that some of these governorships give you an observatory. So I want to show you the observatory and talk about how you maximize where you place this bad boy. Because the observatory gives 10 insight for each mountain tile that's around it. But you can only have one observatory. So I'm in the tech governorship, and I have an observatory. So let me show it to you, all right? So some places are better than others to put your observatory. I even marked it off. Would you look at this? Boom. There's my observatory. And we're next to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountain tiles, baby. So, you know, it's plus 10 insight for the governor per mountain, plus 5 insight for citizens. So it's 25 insight total. I know it's not a ton of insight either way, but like, and the funny thing is I can't actually show you how much insight I'm getting from this. At least I don't think I know how. So I'm gaining, trust me, bro, levels of insight. It should be 25 from this particular structure. I suppose I could like look at my insight, remove the building, look at the insight again and see the difference. But you want to build your observatory inside the corners of little mountain areas to stack a minimum of 4, ideally 5 mountain tiles. Don't settle for like 2 to 3 tiles. You'll miss out on the extra insight. Little tip there for these observatories. And those come with 2 of the governorships. One of those is going to be the tech governorship. And the other is, I believe, the industrial governorship. Yep, there it is. All right. The next couple tips for you. We're on to tip number 6 already. This video is flying by. Gosh bless. We're going to talk about farming up currencies for the next couple tips. All right. And we need to talk about materials. All right. So in season 2, you're going to be switching a lot between ground and air units. All right. And these air units are incredibly powerful. I talked about all the different things you can be using them for and how it's a mistake not to be using them. All right. But every time you switch, it's going to cost you materials. So you're going to need to have a lot of these saved up. How do you do that? There is a way to guarantee a material drop. If you equip the strategic resource buff in trade for diplomacy, you can basically guarantee that when you harvest, you're going to get one of these materials that you need. So you can see here, I can remove this edict speed recovery, and I can do increased chance of strategic resources when harvesting a strategic resources tile. Okay. So how does that work? Well, you go in and you equip all of this. They all become that. Okay. I'm not going to do it for now because ultimately I'm not about to actually do it. But if we go to somewhere that we're going to harvest, as an example, I could harvest from up over here. Okay. And I hit the harvest button. You can see I have a 65% chance of obtaining this material over here. All right. But you can get to over 100% chance for harvesting. Now, over 100% chance doesn't actually do anything for you. You can still only get one. But like, why have anything less than 100% chance when you're going to harvest on a tile like this, right? You just go into Diplo, you guarantee you get the material. Trick number 7 is for farming Guardian tokens for use in the tactics shop. Let me pull up the tactics shop over here. All right, a lot of good stuff to be getting from the tactics shop. All right, and you're going to use the currency over here for skill XP, tech insight, militia, resources, mobilizers, premium tokens. And here's how you can farm up a bunch of this currency. All right, what you're going to do is you're going to farm barbarian guards without actually destroying the camps that they spawn from. This is how you're going to stack up your Guardian tokens, all right? So after you defeat the guards patrolling the area, they will return to their camp and refresh in an hour. So the trick here is really simple. Take out the guards, but not the camp. And then every hour, you've got something to farm for your Guardian tokens. And as a bonus tip, by the way, could have made this a 10 tips video, you can hire gold heroes that you have not unlocked yet using this system right over here. Select 1 of 5 hired heroes. And I use this method to pick up Lepidus, and I can show you that. I don't actually have him. But you can see that it says, well, I didn't have him at the time that I hired him. Whatever. You can see he says hired in the upper left. So you can farm up the currency, hire one of these guys, and they will disappear when the season ends. But it does show you that's going to happen. All right, kind of cool. Up next, tip number 8. I want you to get more hero experience for your season and your next season, this one and the next one, by using coin mints. So coin mints are something you can construct with the Chinese civilization. I'm not currently doing this, but here it is. Coin mints can be constructed on level 7 resource tiles, granting additional silver yield. This is especially useful in the mid to late game in a season when you need as much silver as possible. So silver is used for standard recruits, which are going to provide hero skill experience and 3 to 4 star heroes. So if you're trying to max out a few extra marches faster for war, or stockpile heroes for your next season, and your alliance doesn't have access to like the Library of Alexandria Wonder, this is a really cool method. At level 5, the coin mint gives 1,000 silver, and you can build 3 of them for 3,000 silver yield per hour. That's 72,000 silver per day, not counting your silver yield from housing and city-states. So long story short, you can use this as a way to farm up hero XP, either in preparation for battle or in preparation for your next season. And the final tip I have for you in Season 2 of Civilization Eras and Allies is a trick that you can use at the start of the season. You can save time during tile improvement aid. So asking for tile improvement is something that you can do when you start to reach level 7 tiles. And I can jump over to the Alliance over here. You can see a couple aid requests are out right now. Members of your Alliance will ask for help, and they can do this for one of their tiles per day to go and improve it. And you can complete 2 requests per day, which are going to grant you a 15 AP reward for completing it. Okay, and you can see 2 out of 2 in the upper right for my aid chances. But when you improve an Alliance member's tile, the first battle will often end in a draw, which is very time-consuming. And after this happens, you can recall quickly and go battle again to defeat the guards. So rather than let the draw play out, recall, send again, fresh, and you can get this done really quickly. And helping an Alliance member requires no AP and costs no militia. So there's really like no reason to just wait around. Like the militia are free, the AP is free, so just recall and go battle again. It's a small tip, but like, there you go. 9 tips for Season 2. Gosh darn it. One of my other tips probably would have been a more worthy tipperoo. Anyways, you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, subscribe. Big thank you again to the makers of Civilization Eras and Allies for sponsoring this video. If you're looking for the biggest mistakes you could make in Season 2, I'll have a card in the end screen. And if you want to see what civs to pick in Season 2, I got a whole video about that too. Card will be in the end screen over here. All right. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.